Hello, beautiful beings. I know it's been a while since you all have seen me, so sorry about that, but I did just want to kind of come on today to show you this style that I did on my hair. It is I'm doing Goddess Loc, sorry, just to make sure I let you know that, and it is one of my weaker styles. I am a braider, if you did not know, but this style I'm not very great at, I would say. I did have someone recently ask me to do this style on them, and I did have to decline just because I don't feel like I'm very good at it right now. So I did just choose to practice doing the style on myself. So as you can see, I did start by pre-parting my hair into sections, into mini braids. Well, not really mini, but I braided them probably about 1.5 inches down, just to kind of get a good starting point for me to crochet the hair into. So there I'm showing you that I'm using the curly hair, which is the goddess aspect of this style. I'm only using or gonna have the curly hair at the bottom of the braids of each lock. I'm not a fan of having the curly hair throughout. Personally, for myself, I just feel like it's a little too hard to maintain for me personally. So yeah, here you can see that I'm just crocheting that curly hair through just to kind of start off this style. And like I said, you can see there that the original braid with my hair is about 1.5 inches long, or 1.5 inches braided down, and then I just left the rest out. But yeah, I did make sure that because I'm going to do my locks long, the curly hair is long as I want the lock. So when you're doing this, make sure that you pull the curly hair as long as you want the actual lock to extend. Now I am taking the Cuban twist hair and separating it. Some people do this at the beginning. They kind of comb through it or brush through it. I just choose to do it as I go because I don't want to separate or comb through too much hair. But yeah, I'm watching TV too. I'm watching my computer, watching Manifest. Are y'all watching this show? Have y'all seen it? Comment down below if you've seen this show. All right, so because I am doing my lock long, I'm also doing the same thing I did with the curly hair. I'm making sure that the the Cuban twist hair is long enough to kind of go down further than just, like a bob style or anything like that. But yeah, I'm making sure that I wrap it super, super tight, especially at the beginning. And I'm trying to make sure that I get it completely covered around the beginning of the braid and the curly hair. So you can see there that I'm making sure that it's covered up. And I am using my thumb to wrap. Like I'm showing you here, my thumb is coming around each time and holding it in place. So yeah. And then you just wrap it all the way down. All right, now when you get to the end of that one piece of hair, where you can no longer wrap, is very, very short at that point, I choose to make a knot. Well, not a knot, but tie it to kind of just secure it to make sure that it doesn't come down or unwrapped. And I'm just showing you how I tie that knot. You just pull it through and pull. And what you're going to do with that tail is you're going to just continue to wrap that around. And I'll show you again when I get to the bottom of the second piece how I did that again. Because I am going to have to take a second piece of Marley hair to wrap the rest of the rest of the remaining hair that I have of the curly hair and everything. So yeah, here I am again, just stretching out, separating the kinky hair, and I am doing it. You see where I kind of make it really short around so that it'll go down further down the lock. But yeah, just go ahead and start wrapping again. I suggest going up a little further from where you started or from where you stopped with the original kinky hair, and then wrapping down. So that way you can make sure that it covers everything. But yeah, just wrap around, and I'm still using my thumb to just wrap around. All right, because the braid is a little bit, or the lock is a little bit long, I do have to put it in my mouth to make sure that I can get it wrapped all the way. But I'm showing you just about how long the end piece is. Once it starts thinning out, that's where you about need to do the knot. So I'm just wrapping around, pulling it through and securing, and then I'm just going to finish wrapping again. And I'm going to show you one more time on the last braid, the last braid. Yeah, it is a braid. I'm so used to saying braids all the time. I don't really do locks very often, so I do butterfly locks. I'm very, very good at butterfly locks. But for some reason, with the kinky hair, it's a little bit different. I don't feel like I'm able to get it as tight as I would like it and as uniform. But I personally like that messy look. Okay, y'all, sorry about that. While I'm trying to record this voiceover, Zuri is just being Zuri. But yeah, so you see I go ahead and get the crochet needle through, pull the curly hair through. Now, when I do my own hair, I'm very just like freeform. So the curly hair that I used for the back of my head or the rest of my head is way different from what I'm using right here at the front. This hair is a little bit more curly. But yeah, I'm going to leave the links to everything that I use down below. And here I show you the difference between two strands of the Marley hair. One is a lot skinnier and the other one is thicker. You want to use the thicker version or the thicker one when you're doing locks. It works better. It just gives you a better coverage over the your natural hair and the curly hair that you're trying to cover up with by wrapping. So if you use the thinner piece, then it may not cover as well, or it may run out sooner than it would if you just go ahead and use a thicker piece. So yeah, you can see that this piece is pretty full. I'm just making sure that it's fully detangled, and I'm gonna take it, placing it right. I'm gonna get close for you, hold on. So I'm going to place it right at the base in my hand, and then I'm going to hold it there, and then I'm going to wrap around, holding it still with my thumb, and continue to wrap and holding it very, very tight with my my hand where the hair is kind of just closed in, and then I'm going to wrap with the other and just pulling it around. And you can wrap it whatever way you want, whatever feels more comfortable for you. But yeah, just wrap it on down. Oh, and then Riley comes in and talks to me. But yeah, so here when I got to the end, as you can see, I did not separate this hair very well because it did kind of pull itself back together. So I'm just going to separate it now so that when I get to the end, I can get that kind of that thin strand that I'm looking for so that I could tie my knot. Yep, that's my kids talking to me. Yeah, just keep on wrapping, and I'll show you what this piece looks like when we get to the end. All right, so you see it's thin, and it's thin enough for me to make a knot. Don't wrap it too far down, because if you do, then it may not be long enough for you to get it completely through. So yeah, you just tie your knot there and then continue wrapping. All right, take a second piece and do the exact same thing. Make sure it's long enough to cover the rest of the hair, and then go up a little bit. So you see where I stopped with my last part of wrapping? I'm going to go up a little bit further than that, just so that it can mix well, and it's not the other part that I stopped at, it won't unravel and it'll be covered. Now the problem that I ran into doing this was sometimes, like if I would start off with the new hair or the second piece of hair, the Marley hair, it would be thicker, and so you could see the bulge or the difference between the two areas. And so I'm not sure. I may try this style again on myself just to see how I could better fix that. I'm not sure if I need to maybe start the hair off with less hair on the second part or what, but we'll see. I'll try it again. This isn't my last time doing this style on myself. But yeah, now I'm at the end, and we're just going to make sure that that is all separated and not trying to hold itself together. And almost there. All right, now we're about here. Yes. So we're going to go ahead and tie a knot right here and then pull it through. And there you go. And I'll show you what it looks like. All right, y'all. Sorry about that. It's my kids. But yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish wrapping. And another thing that you could do is palm rolling just to make sure that it stays together. I'm choosing to burn the hair at the end or throughout the entire thing. That seems to work better for me. Some people use nail glue. Nail glue just gets kind of messy for me. I didn't want to use it on my hair. I don't know. Maybe I'll try it next time with nail glue and we'll see if it makes a difference. Because burning it does, it's not the best thing, I've realized, but I don't know about nail glue either though, so we'll see. This is why I try stuff on myself first before I try to start offering it to clients. Now, I can tell you, I am very happy with these locks. I'm very happy with how they turned out. As you can see here, the curly hair here is very different from the curly hair that I used at the very front. But I am going to cut these in, so give me 1 second. Whenever you finish any style, you want to go ahead and just lay that style down, the little frizzies with a little bit of mousse. The mousse that you use is really up to you. I like foam or shine and jam mousse. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and do that. And then, of course, I'm using Kinu Naturals Grow Me Out Growth Serum. I live by this stuff. This is the best oil, hair oil, growth oil that you could use. It is super soothing, especially after you've just got your hair freshly styled or braided. It makes your scalp just feel super, super amazing. It has tea tree oil in it, which is very soothing, kind of gives you that little ting, but the perfect amount after you've, gotten your hair braided to just kind of loosen up the style a little bit, especially if you're going to get in the shower right after. Oh my goodness, it's amazing. But yeah, this is the style. As you can see, I love it so much. I love how natural it looks and how real it looks. I'm not really a fan of like clean, sleek braids on myself. I love for my braids to look very messy. I love for them to look super natural, super boho. But yeah, y'all, so I'm just gonna go ahead and finish up, and here is the finished look. I did have to do a video with a friend of mine like a few days later. So yeah, this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you enjoyed this how-to video of me trying something new with my own hair. If you like this video, let me know so I can do more of these. If I do this style again, I can be sure to record it, if I decide to use that nail glue as we talked about. But yeah, you all, thank you so much again for watching. And just in case nobody have told you recently, know that I love you. You are important, you matter, and you are amazing. All right, y'all, catch y'all in the next video. Bye.